With such an array of health fads available, it's a relief to know that the ideal tools for healing and health have always been available at home. Hi, I am Christine Lynn Stormer-Fra, also known as Chris Stormer, the Universal Foot Lady. Many years ago, I channeled through at home with mind, body, and soul. And although I have shared this amazing information through presentations worldwide, only now have I made time to do these videos. The advantage of being considered off the wall is that I am known to entertain bizarre notions acquired from universal insights and shared by using my hand-drawn charts from my presentations, along with cartoon diagrams inspired by Google to reveal some handy and incredible DIY tools available. The home is an expression of innermost thoughts, determining the direction and impact of energy entering and leaving the home and body. Blue, exuding calm and peace, is the color of expression, bridging the gap and bringing together the blue skies above and the blue waters below. At one time, blue laws prohibited certain morally unacceptable behavior on Sunday, while blue blood refers to aristocrats. Blue ribbon to something of highest quality, a blue plate special, a restaurant special price meal, a blue stocking, a woman with strong scholarly interests, and blueprint, a detailed design of an object or idea. Even when having the blues and feeling down in the dumps, something wonderful can always appear out of the blue. Then there are those pesky mosquitoes searching for human targets through vision, attracted mainly by blue, that suck blood to draw attention to allowing others to do the same and take advantage. Blue is the least common food color, only found naturally in blueberries, although there is also blue corn, a high fiber, whole grain superfood, and blue purple potatoes, a gourmet variety cultivated in France since the 19th century. As energy flows into and out of the home, ongoing shifts affect the overall ambience, affecting and being affected by all the interleading spaces throughout, as well as in the body. The four most expressive areas, the neck and throat, influence and are influenced by the main hallway, with the impact being picked up by the toe necks. As innermost feelings are vented, ventilation takes the brunt. The animated brow chakra resonates with the top of windows, but are super effective dust gatherers that, when cleaned, promote intuition, inspiration, insight, and psychic abilities. Meanwhile, the horizontal weight-bearing lintels that span openings such as portals, doors, windows, and fireplaces help to ensure the integrity of the wall. Likewise, shoulders bear a load of hefty responsibility, weighing like a ton of bricks. Encumbered with the endless shoulds or should nots, the shoulders become pained, lose their strength, affecting the upper arms. Having a foot on the neck is challenging, since the next role is to ease interaction between the non-physical and physical. The narrowest part of the body, it is the mediator between the head and the trunk, where the ethereal energies and physical forces mix and mingle. Tapered like the home's hallways, obstacles restrict, trap, and congest energy. A pain in the neck manifests when refusing to turn the head to see other points of view, or when sights are so set and cannot be changed. Toe necks reveal the amount of talent, developing corns when getting it in the neck, or when having difficulty in speaking up due to fear, anxiety, or a lack of confidence. Removing articles from the passageways enhances expressive flow in the home and the body. Going to work or a special occasion or to church, men are generally required to wear neckties, which originally were knotted neckerchiefs worn by Croatian mercenaries to hold the top of their jackets together. The young French King Louis XIV loved these neckerchiefs, naming them cravats, so much so that they became a mandatory accessory at royal gatherings. This new fashion trend soon spread rapidly across Europe. Issues with ties may arise when resentfully tied to a profession or a certain identity, or feeling throttled and controlled. Gradually, more and more men favor the open neck. The throat either swallows or expresses, replicated in the two-way traffic along the passageway from the front door to the kitchens and the bedrooms. Sometimes, though, the two functions get confused, with a constant clearing of the throat when not speaking up truthfully, when having things shoved down the throat, or swallowing words. Scarves were the domain of men in ancient Rome and worn as sweat cloths for manual labor. High-ranking military officers wore silk scarves, while lower ranks wore those made of cotton. Since then, scarves have been adopted as fashion, although some continue to have practical and religious applications. When the scarf is wrapped around the neck, the thyroid gland is frequently concealed. A butterfly-shaped gland, it requires plenty of space to express the soul's authenticity, particularly at home where it can just be. If suppressed by humiliation and unable to speak up, it swells with indignation. Being at the beck and call of others and being treated like a doormat throws it completely off balance, leaving it to wallow in unexpressed self-pity. Eventually it becomes hyperactive, overproducing its hormones to get on top of the situation, or it gives up and no longer bothers, making it hypo or underactive. Wrists are the most versatile parts of the body, relaying thoughts from the head to the hands, fine-tuning decisions beforehand, and providing dexterity to manifest innovative ideas picked up by the handles in the home. These stiffen when resisting or avoiding something that should be done when not prepared to take a risk, or feeling constantly criticized, and so on. Applying lubrication does the trick in the home and the body. Bracelets are generally seen as fashion statements, although they have spiritual meanings as well, symbolizing power, strength, and success, as well as femininity, grace, wealth, and status. Some, like copper bracelets, are believed to have healing properties, while others are worn for protection. The body knows the importance of keeping all passageways clear for the uninterrupted flow of energy. Likewise, in the home, it prevents tripping over things or bumping into furniture and knocking the self. It also assists in dissipating issues involving the neck, throat, adenoids, tonsils, lymphatic system, or thyroid gland, as well as clearing up postnasal drips of unshed tears. The more authentic, truthful, and openly honest, the better. The windpipe, also known as the airways, the passageway from the nose and mouth to the lungs, is represented by the route taken from the front door to the main bedrooms. Responsible for keeping energy in motion, in other words, emotion, under control, the bronchi are channels supporting the exchange of feelings through expiration and inspiration. The right bronchus deals with past emotional issues concerned with father, while the left bronchus filters and conveys fresh air to inflate and boost self-esteem and self-worth. This ongoing communication between the inner and outer worlds contributes to the home's atmospheric conditions. Also, mirrored along medial edges of the balls of the feet are the esophagus reflexes, representing the hallway from the main entrance to the kitchen. Its harmonious ripple makes it easy to swallow and take on board innovative concepts mingled with loving feelings when passing through the chest area. The first third of the esophagus is influenced by communications, by what was said or not said, while the remaining two-thirds are part of the digestive domain. Anger and frustration increase peristalsis, making it hard to swallow, while a lack of vibrancy due to sadness and depression cause it to be sluggish. The dialogue between the entrance and the kitchen highlights any esophageal issues such as heartburn. Foreign objects unfamiliar to the body make it gag, such as nuts and seeds, symbolic of new concepts being a bitter pill to swallow. Veggies indicate overwhelming emotions getting caught in the throat. Fruit, either fresh or dried, or sweets reveal anything that's going on that is hard to take on board. Crumbs represent undesirable leftovers within relationships. Then there are the bones of contention, especially within the family, becoming a bone in the throat, while chicken bones indicate being chicken and not honoring responsibilities. Choking on root foods draws attention to refuting radical issues. Ankles assist with changes in direction, like hinges in the home. Often covered in socks, it's amazing how one sock always seems to go missing. Socks have a rich history of symbolism. In Japan, they symbolize purity and are removed when entering a home or temple. Elsewhere, they symbolize social status, with higher status individuals wearing more ornate and expensive socks. The anklet, an ankle bracelet, has been a popular adornment for both men and women for eons. A sign of status and wealth, or femininity and beauty, its origins date back to ancient Egypt, when it was used to accentuate the attractiveness of a woman's calf. It was also believed to have magical or mystical properties, with the jingling ankle bracelets warding off evil spirits. Often a sign of marriage, anklets are only removed when the woman is widowed. Ancient corridors of time are filled with ghosts of dreams left behind. To make sure history does not repeat itself, corridors should be as wide and as bright as possible, with all doors leading to them left open. Hanging chimes shortens a long corridor, and mirrors lengthen a short corridor. The brain has many corridors, surpassing bricks and mortar, with life being made up of doors and trapdoors, as the mind debates which to open, and then finding the courage to step through the threshold. Affected by the exchange within relationships, the lymphatic system is mirrored by the condition of all the water and sewage pipes, as well as drains, with reflexes extending throughout both feet. Clearing the mind of nonsense, lymphatics make space for new ideas. Driveways and pathways are symbolic of the neck. Led up the garden path to be deceived or tricked is not appreciated by the neural pathway along which various impulses travel, converting one biologic material into another. Keep the pathway clear of weeds, for the heart's desires to be attained through corridors of joy. Finally, be careful. The most noticeable things worn are expressions. If you'd like to explore this more, please go to my website www.alwaysbewithoutthee.com, where you will find information on the 9 books that I have already written on the subject of reflexology, channeling, and the language of the feet, as well as the emotional and spiritual aspects. Remember, healing and health are only 2 feet away.